Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. My name is Andree and I teach yoga at JCC. Today we are going to do a little bit more of an active session. And for this workout today, you're going to need a chair. You're going to need one block or 2 blocks and a strap. Now, and a bolster. So if you don't have a bolster, you can use 2 blankets. You can roll up the blanket and for what we're going to do later on. So in terms of the block, you're going to use a block if you're not able to bring your hands to the floor, like in forward bend or any position that you are not able to access because of tight hamstring. And also the strap is going to be for some of the upper body exercise. Okay? So let's come to our hands and knees. So whatever you have on your mat, put it to the side. Spread your fingers, rooting the palms. Move your knees back. Now walk your hands a couple of inches forward. Tuck your toes under. And press downward facing dog. We begin in downward facing dog. Pressing the palms down from the inside to the outside of your hands. Lifting the front of your thighs up and back. Now you're going to exhale to your knees. Lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale, sit up. Tuck your toes under. Exhale to forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Bring the palms together. Bring the palms to the top of your head. Continue to breathe evenly. Bring the palms to the neck, to your throat. And lower the palms to your heart. Take an inhale here. Exhale to forward bend. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, walk forward to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down to your knee, all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to child. Inhale, sit up. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, your hands to the top of your head. Bring your hands to the throat. Exhale, your hands to the heart. Take a full breath here. Exhale to forward bend. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, walk forward. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale to your knee all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to child's pose. Let's take 5 breaths in child's pose. Sit up, tuck your toes under, and exhale to forward bend. Inhale to come up. Exhale, Tadasana. So we're going to do that one more time. Inhale the arms up, palms together. Exhale, bring the top of your hand to the crown of the head. Bring the hands to the throat. Bring the hands to the heart. Take a full breath here. Exhale to forward bend. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, walk forward to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale to your knees, all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to child. Take 5 breaths here again. And sit up. Tuck your toes under. Exhaling to forward bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Tadasana. So the first pose we're going to do is pyramid, and we are going to use 2 blocks. So you're going to have the blocks behind you. A little bit this way, right? So you're going to step your right foot forward, place your hands on your hips, and square the hips. So you're going to move the other hips toward the center. So you're squeezing the hips toward each other, bring the elbows back, exhale to pyramid pose. So start by bringing your hands either to your leg or to the floor. And then place your hands on the blocks, releasing over your front leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, drop the head. Keep that back leg fully active. Inhaling, place your hands on your hips and come up. Now we're going to keep the right foot forward, the left leg back, and we're going to move right in to warrior 1. You're going to bend your front knee. Keep your hands on your hips for now. Root the other edge of your back foot. Extend the arms over your head. You're going to straighten your legs, turn the toes to point forward, elbows back, inhale, exhaling, hinge forward. Come into Western forward bend, bringing your hands to the block or placing your forearms on the block. Keep the weight shifted toward the toes, pressing the outer edge of each foot, pressing the inner edge of each foot. Let your hand release down between your arms. Now walk your hands forward. Stretch the upper body. Let the head release by itself. Now you can stay here or walk your hands between your feet. Release the crown of the head to the block. Keep the elbows in. Inhale, stretch your spine, place your hands on your hips. Come all the way up, walk your feet together. And we're going to do the second side. So make sure your block's in the right position. to step your left foot forward. Take a moment to stabilize the legs. So the outer edge of the back foot is pressing to the mat. Bring your elbows together. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge. Bring your hands to the floor, to your leg. And definitely bring your hand to the legs. And now place your hands on the block. Just point it away. Release the head toward the leg. Inhaling, stretch the spine. Lifting your head up. Exhaling, release your head to your head. Your head to your leg here. Now bring your hands forward again. Place your hands on your hips. Come all the way up. Pause here. Keep those outer hips moving toward the midline. You want to bend, keep your hands on your hip for now. Bend your front knee. Whoops. Bend your front knee. Extend the arms over your head. Keep moving to the outer edge of the back foot. Inhale and come up. You're going to turn your toes straight forward. Elbows back. As you exhale, you're going to come all the way forward into your pose. Using the block for the forearms of your hands. Let your head release between your arms. Now walk your hands forward to stretch the side body. And then bring your hands between your feet or back to the block. Let your head release onto the block, if you can. Energizing the legs. And now with your next inhalation, stretch the spine, place your hands on your hips, come all the way up, walk your feet toward each other, move your blocks to the side. Let's walk to the back of your mat. Let's stretch the arms over your head. Bring the palms together. Exhale to the crown of the head. Exhale to the throat. Exhale to the heart. Exhale to forward bend. Dropping your head. Inhaling, stretch your spine. Exhaling, come into downward facing dog. Exhale to your knees, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to child's pose. Let's take 5 breaths in child's pose. Stretching the arms forward, letting your chest and belly release between your thighs. And you're going to sit up. So now this is what we're going to need: a bolster or your 2 blankets. So you want enough height so that you're well supported for less pose. So you're going to come to your knees and sit on the bolster. So if it bothers your knee to be here, then you can always either get 2 blocks to sit on, or you could just cross your legs, Sukhasana. Okay? Standing here, hands on your thighs. So you know here as you sit, whether you feel some sense of comfort. Now you're going to stretch your arms over your head. And then you're going to turn to your right. Bring your right hand behind you. Bring your other hand on the outside of your leg. And then use that traction to twist. Don't force the twist. Just release into it. And let's come back to the center and place your hands on your thighs. Take a full breath here. And now inhale the arms up. As you say, turn to your left. So you're in a twist already. Bring your left hand behind you. Bring your right hand to the outside of your leg. And then use that traction to come into the twist. Don't force it. It's really easy to force twist. And very often, people don't like twist for that simple reason that they're forcing into the twist. So be gentle with your body. Let's come back to the center. Now we are going to do this one more time. Stretch the arms up. As you exhale, twist to your left. Keep the head back. It's a tendency to bring the head forward. Inhale, come back to the center. Stretch the arms over your head. Exhale, twist to your left. Find joy in your yoga today. Sometimes just smiling to yourself can make a big difference in how your body can release into an exercise and then come back to the center. Okay, now we're going to take our strap. Oops. So we are going to start with a half hero pose. And we are going to use a strap for the first one, and then you can decide whether, when we do it the second time, whether you want to use a strap, okay? So have your strap in the right hand, stretch the arms up. Now bend the right hand, stretch your left arm out to the side, turn the palm back, and then grab the strap behind you. So you're pulling up with your right hand, you're pulling down with your left hand. Now pull the navel in, don't let the belly pop. And let's take 3 breaths here. And exhale, release. Keep pause. Now you're going to take the strap in your left hand. Extend the arms up. Bend your left hand. Stretch your right arm out to the side. Turn the palms back to reach back, grabbing the strap. Again, pulling down with your right hand, pulling up with your left hand. Keeping the body, the spine lengthening. 2 more breaths here. And release. So we're going to repeat this exercise. I'm not going to use a strap for the second time around, so you have a choice. You can see, you know your body, you know if you can grab your fingers or not. If you cannot grab your fingers, keep holding on to the strap. So let's stretch the right arm, both arms up, getting length in the side body, bend at the right elbow, extend your left arm out to the side, turn the palms back to reach back, either grab your strap or grab your fingers. Same action, you're pulling down with your left hand, you're pulling up with your right. Explore a concave thoracic spine. So bring the shoulder blades down toward each other. Feel the stretch. If you're holding onto your fingers, you may feel more of a stretch in the right triceps. And exhale, release. Place both hands on your thighs. Take a breath here. And now extend both arms up. Bend the left arm. Stretch your right arm out to the side. Turn the palms back to reach back, grabbing your fingers. Keep the belly pulled in so the navel is pressing in. The breath should feel good. Let's take one more breath. And release. Now feel your shoulders. Now the next exercise we're going to do, I'm going to be facing the other way so you can see my hands in the back, and it's a reverse namaskar. So everybody cannot do that, so let's see where you are with that pose. So same position, you're still sitting. On the bolster with your knees together. So I'm going to show you the pose first that some of you are going to do, and then I'm going to show you a modification. Okay. So you extend your arms up. Bring the arms out to the side, all the way behind you. Bring the palms together, turn the fingers to point up, and bring your hands between the shoulder blades. Now press the side of your hands into your shoulder blades. Drag the head of shoulders down. Let the elbows move out and in. Now let's say, well, you cannot do that. So what we're going to do if you cannot do that, same thing, extend the arms up, exhale the arms out, and then grab your elbows behind you. Same action, you're moving the shoulder blades toward each other. So in this position, we're going to take 5 breaths in this position. So those of you who are holding on to your elbows, each time we come out and come back in, you're going to switch the elbows you're holding. Okay? So let me face you again. Okay. So you choose the one that you want to do. Let's extend the arms up. Extend the arms up. Bring the hands behind you. Either grab your elbows or bring the palms together. Lift the hands between the shoulder blades. Now do not force this position. If you cannot bring your hands way up high between the shoulder blades, then you need to hold on to your elbows. Okay? You don't want any stress in your wrist, any stress in the shoulders. So if you're able to have your palms together, press the palms together and move the elbows back. Feel the opening in your chest. So we're going to take 3 more breaths here. Again, smiling really helps. Find joy in the exploration of your body. And now slowly release. Bring your arms down and just pause a moment, giving your arms a break. We're going to do this one more time. So those of you who are holding onto your elbows, you're going to switch. Okay? Let's inhale the arms up. reach up. Exhaling the arms out to the side, bring the hands behind you, grab your elbows, or bring the palms together, bring the palms way up high, between the shoulder blades. So you pressing the palms toward each other if you're in this position. The elbows move back. So you get a concave upper back action. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then slowly release. Shake it out. Hope you're feeling okay from this exercise. As you tell us, when we do all these shoulder exercise, it feels really good after you finish, if not during. Okay. Now we are going to do the half hero pose. So you're going to stretch the arms out, and then you're going to bring your right arm underneath the left and bring your hands together. Be careful with this pose, don't stretch your shoulders. So if that really bothers your shoulders, which can happen, then this is what you're going to do. You're going to stretch the arms up. Okay. Bring the right arm under, and then do it this way, okay? So don't force it. You're pressing the right arm against your left, and you're pressing your left against your arm, okay? So let's choose the one we want to do. Let's extend the arms up, slide the right arm underneath, come into your position. So this is not a really easy pose for me. And then exhale, release. Shake it out. Now we're going to do the other side. Stretch the arms up, extend the arms out, and then slide your left arm underneath. Now this from side to side. The difference, you're lifting the elbows to shoulder height. You keep the wrist over the elbows. And release. And shake it out. Okay, let's move our props out of the way. Come to your hands and knees. And let's press you downward facing down. Now observe the sensation in your shoulders now. After we did this work, observe the feeling in your legs. Open the armpits to the shoulders, so we're stretching the triceps as well. Pressing the back of your legs. Pressing the forward of your legs back. And come to your knees, exhale to child's pose. Take 5 breaths in child's pose. Okay, now we're going to take the chair, our chair, and we are going to do a back bend on the chair. And I've done that with you before, and I want you to have either, if you have a wall, you could be against the wall. Now, because I want you to see me, I'm not going to use a wall. So you're going to be against, I'm going to be against that chest here, which is very strong. If you have the wall, or wherever you are, you're going to use 2 blocks against the wall. Okay? You're going to take your chair. So the seat of the chair is going to face the blocks. Now I like to use a blanket over the chair because the chair is a little hard. So in fact, sorry, the chair should be facing this way. Okay, so the back of the chair is facing the blocks. You're going to sit inside the chair. You scoot in toward the front. So this is where the block is going to be used to keep your feet pressing, okay? Now first hold on to the side of the chair, bring the elbows back, lift the spine. So you bring your lower ribs toward the back of the chair, moving the thoracic spine in. Keep your knees bent for now. And now begin to go back, keep holding on to the back of the chair. You want the edge of the seat to catch right below the shoulder blades. You want to stretch your legs, let your head go back, hold on strongly to the back of the chair for now. Keep pressing your feet against your support. So you're keeping the legs fully extended. Now, if you feel comfortable here, stretch your arms over your head. Keep pressing your feet into the blocks on the wall. You can hold on to your elbows. Changing the cross. And extending the arms over your head again. Now place your elbows on the chair. Press and lift between the shoulder blades to open the chest a bit more. Slide your hands underneath the chair. Hold on to the bars. Keep pressing your feet. There should be no discomfort in your back. If there is, you have to come out. Now let's bring the arms over your head again as the body starts to open. And to come out, grab the side of your chair, bend your knees, lead with the sternum coming all the way up. You sit back on the chair, hold on, or just come, bring your forearms to the chair and lengthen the spine. The back should feel good. Feel the breath. Now we are going to do this one more time. Okay, so you sit and you can adjust your block if you felt that the block was not quite in the right position before. You could change your block, or you don't even need to use a block. You could use a block to have your feet on top, which can be really good for the back if it was bothering you before. I should have told you that before, sorry about that. Or just have your feet against the wall. Okay, so start with the knees bent. Again, lift the spine, bring the elbows in, curl back. Lift between the shoulder blades. Stretch your legs. If you feel comfortable here, then extend the arms over your head again. Keep pressing your feet into the wall or the block. And now bend the elbows, hold on to the back of the chair, pull yourself up, and sit back. and rest. And let's move the chair to the side. We're going to use the chair one more time before we do Shavasana for a modified Alasana. Shavasana, which I will describe in a second. Okay, so let's put the chair to the side. Come to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing in and breathing out. And come to your knees. Now we're going to use our strap and a block again. We're going to do a forward bend. So you're going to take the block, place it, you don't need a loop for that. You're going to place the strap around the block. Now press your feet into the block and pull on the strap to lengthen the spine. Now if you need a support, sit on the blanket if you feel it's really hard for you to lift. So sit on the blanket if you have to. Now begin to walk your hands closer to the block or even hold on to the block. You pull on the block, either holding on to the strap or to the block, and push your feet into the block. Breathe. You come forward as much as you can, let your head drop. And inhale, come up. And let's come back to downward facing dog. Fully open the body. And walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, come up, and exhale. So we're going to take a block again. So we are going to do a forward, the wide stance forward bend that we did before. Now, there are a number of positions you could have depending on your flexibility. One is to bring your head, the top of your head to a block. Another one is just to have your hands on the block or the elbows on the block. Okay? So place the block in front of you. Separate your feet nice and wide. Feel your legs. Place your hands on your hips. Bring the elbows toward each other. Now you can extend the arms over your head. Exhale, hinge forward. And use the block to slide your hands forward to start. Keep the weight balanced evenly on each foot. So you're not hanging back in your heels and you're not hanging forward. Letting your head release between your arms. Now you're going to walk your hands back. You're going to keep your hands on the block or grab the back of your ankles. Come into a flat back. And then exhaling, bring the top of your head to the block or your forearms to the block. You can either press your hands or you can between your feet, elbows in a tripod position. Let's take 5 breaths. Work at your own pace here. Inhale and stretch your spine. Exhale and release again. Inhale and stretch the spine. One more time. Exhale. Now inhale, stretch the spine. Turn your left foot in, right foot out, coming into a wide stance pyramid. Place your right hand on your ankle. Place your other hand on your hip. Moving into triangle pose. Bring your top arm up. Exhaling. Walk your hands back between your feet. Let's walk to the other side. Pyramid on the other side. So this is a wide stairs pyramid, which is much more challenging. Place your left hand on your ankle. Place your other hand on your hip. Inhaling, open up. Extend the top arm up. Trikonasana. Exhaling, release. Walk your hands between your feet. Grab the ankles. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Either your head onto the block or your hands onto the block. Inhale, stretch your spine, press your hands on your hips, come all the way up, and walk your feet toward each other. Okay, let's lie down for a flowing bridge. You're going to do the bridge with your legs wide apart. You want to, let's use the way that you did on the chair. You use your elbows to press and then open the chest. Always look up to make sure your feet are exactly centered. Now slowly begin to lift the hips up. Pressing the feet down, use the power of your legs to lift. Exhaling, release down. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, release down. Going to go one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Okay, let's bring your feet together. Let's cross the right leg over the left. You can hook your right leg underneath the left if it's possible. Bring your knees in. And then as you exhale, twist to your left, turn your head to the right. Keep the arms extending away from each other. Now connect to the core muscles, pull the knees in, and bring your knees back to the center. Undo your legs. Now let's cross the left over the right, hook underneath the right leg if you can. And then slowly lower the knees to the right, turn your head to the right, to the left. Engage your core muscles if you forgot to bring your knees back up. Onto your legs. Lower the feet to the floor. So we are going to do a modified alasana, like I was saying. So you're going to take your chair. You're going to need a blanket. You want to have a little height underneath your shoulders. So we're going to use the seat of the chair for your feet. So you're going to be seated facing away from the chair. Going to lie down onto the blanket. So you don't want your neck to be on the blanket, so your shoulders are supported. If you need two blankets underneath your shoulders, then you put two blankets. Just make sure that your neck feels free. Now bring your knees in and bring your feet to the chair. Come down if you feel you're not quite in the right position. Okay. Turn the arms over your head. You can hold on to the legs of the chair. Lifting the front of your thighs away from the floor. Let's take 5 breaths here. Now this is the work in your legs. And you can play with one leg, bring one leg up. And then switching. Separate your legs a little bit more. And then slowly come out. Move back. Put the blanket underneath your sacrum and pause here. Knees bent. Hands on your belly. Good, let's roll to your side. So we're going to finish with recline cobbler's pose. We're not going to need the chairs unless you want to use the chair for Shavasana. You are going to take your bolster or one blanket, depending on your flexibility. Okay? You're going to have another a little pillow for your head. We don't have to use a strap. We can do it without a strap. You're going to bring the feet together and bring your seat to your heels, and then slowly recline onto the support. So the blanket is there to keep your head up. You don't want your neck to be hyperextended. The bolster should be comfortable underneath your back. Sole of the feet together. You will extend the arms over your head. And now let the arms rest by your side. Close your eyes for about 10 breaths. Let your whole body release. You're not forcing the opening of the groin. Just let gravity capture your legs. Feel the sensation of the sole of your feet against each other. And feel the freedom in the front body after what we did. You should feel good, inhaling deeply, exhaling. This is strength time. We open the body to receive that renewal of the earth. The earth renews itself. We renew ourselves. This is a basic time for birds and many animals. You could visualize your favorite bird, or your favorite squirrel, or your dog, or your cat. Visualize a happy moment with them. You can stay here as long as you want if you're comfortable, but I'm going to time you to stay for 2 more minutes before we go into Shavasana. Open the ribs as you inhale. Release as you exhale. Now you can stay this way for Shavasana, or you can bring your knees together, take the bolster, or use a chair. Bring the bolster, either if you're using the bolster, have it underneath your thighs or the knees. If you're using the chair, have your lower leg onto the chair. Now what I want you to do as you lie back to Shavasana, we're going to have a slightly longer Shavasana today. I'm going to want you to bring a blanket or a heavy pillow onto your belly. And that has a way of really relaxing the back muscles. So take a moment to feel your body here before you fully let go. Let the arms rest by your side. So close your eyes. Shavasana. You may want to focus on the breath to guide your mind into a place of silence. And silence is not just an absence of sound, but silence is a state of being when the body is totally relaxed. And the mind rests in the back of your head. It's nice to think about when the brain sits in the skull. We are usually upright all the time, so the brain is always pressing down toward the neck, is releasing toward the neck. So when we do inversion, we move the brain and sort of help the body reset itself from the effects of gravity. And as you lie here, you want to feel the brain resting in the back of your head, moving away from the forehead. So you want to feel space between the eyebrows, between the eyes. And your lips are relaxed. Notice if you're holding any tension in parts of the body. Often it could be in the face or it could be in the fingers. Now you're going to bend your knees, planting the feet, and remove, if you have a blanket on top of your belly, remove the blanket. Pause here with your knees bent, feet planted. Continue to let the body relax. And then roll to your side to come up to a seated position. Use your bolster to sit down. Whichever way you cross your leg at the beginning of class, do the opposite now. And place your hands loosely resting on your knees or your thighs and close your eyes for 5 breaths. Be sensitive to your body right now. Now join your palms. Let the palms rest against your heart. As you exhale, bow to yourself with gratitude. Namaste. I want to thank you very much for joining me today. It's always fun. Again, I really wish I could see you and see what you're doing. I want to remind you that you can always drop a note, either a personal note or just leave me a comment when you do one of my class with any critique or any ideas you have of something you would like to work on. Okay, so we don't get a lot of feedback as teachers, so we're sort of working in a vacuum. So if you have any requests, I'm really happy to receive it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful end of your day.